everybody. Welcome to this week's episode of Building Encouragement. I want to talk about, this week, I just want to basically have a little discussion about the direct connectivity that we are supposed to have between ourselves and what we hold dear to us as what carries us through life. Specifics, you know, being able to be specific, being able to be in direct communication of knowing what you're trying to reach for, whatever you're trying to achieve, whatever you want to be heard. You know, you want to be able to have a direct connectivity with everyone around you. You know, in order for you to be heard by certain individuals, you got to be able to be specific. You know, and we're gonna work on that. You know, a lot of people don't carry that trait. You know, but being able to be in specifics is what we do in the trade. I mean, you could be off a centimeter, you could be off, you know, just a little bit of nothing. You know what I'm saying? 64th, 32nd, or whatever. You know. And it can cost you your job. You know, it can really cost you your job, and not only that, that reputation follows you from job to job as you not being as accurate as you said you are. You know, so specifics. Everything has to deal with specifics, you know. So direct connectivity, to be able to know how to be specific with a lot of things and to line up with a lot of things. That's what we're gonna work on this week. So with that, we're gonna get into this program, and hope y'all enjoy this one here. So I got a lot for y'all. Check this out, for sure. Okay, check this out. One thing that I really want to clarify when it comes to specifics is this, okay? I know that we're made in the image and the likeness of our Father in heaven. And all He deals with is specifics. And if we are made in His likeness and everything, all that goes along with the territory, you know? Being specific with everybody, being specific with Him. Especially because He's specific with us, you know. They got some things that's written in the Old Testament that tells you about you know, if you make a promise to God, if you made a vow to Him, you know, you have to be specific about what you asking for, and He'll give it to you. But you got to come through on your promise. You have to come through on your vow, and you have to be specific about that, you know. Another occasion is, I mean, we can even ask Moses how specifics work. Because if you all know, he wasn't able to get into the promised land because God specifically told him one thing and he went ahead and did something else, you know. So, I mean, specifics is one great asset that we all need to try to, you know, try to attain. You know what I'm saying? We need to make that a part of our everyday thing. What's going on, everybody? I'm out here at Modern Linear again. You dig? Getting my little hustle on. You feel me? Right now I'm cutting some aluminum. People do that, you gotta expect for somebody to not really understand what's going on, to where you're gonna have a misunderstanding. It's all because of miscommunication, you know. So, of course, you know, when you operate with people, you have to be specific. I mean, that's one thing that I would at least like people to come to me with, because when I talk to individuals, I come at them in specifics, you know what I'm saying? I mean, if I want you to know something, I got to absolutely let you know what it is. If there's something that you haven't caught, what I try to explain to somebody, then I will reiterate it. I got no problem doing that, you know what I'm saying? Just to make sure you got it. Just to make sure you got it. My own children, and I mean, as they grew up, as they got older, I must have told them some things, and I mean, I must have sounded like a broken record to them, you know what I'm saying? Because I kept repeating the same thing over and over and over, to where they got it now. It's to a point now where I don't even have to say it no more, because they kind of got it locked in there. Well, I already know what Dad's going to say, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's all in specifics, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, it's good when people can operate like that, you know? It's good when people can really can really, you know, hold on to everybody's understanding, all behind being specific. You know, I feel like people need to take the patience. People need to take the time to have patience enough to work with people specifically. You know, I mean, you're gonna have some people come to you with some questions. You know, there's gonna be some people that's gonna wanna clarify what they already know, just to make sure that they're absolutely right. You know, and that extra little bit of help that you may provide for the assistance of being specific, you just may never know how great that might turn out, all because you took the time to be specific. You know, a lot of people seem to don't have that. That trait has been long gone, and we need to get that back, because the divorce rate, I mean, look at the divorce rate. The divorce rate is skyrocketing, all because of a simple misunderstanding. You know, it's not a hard thing to understand that all you need to do is relate to people on an understanding level where people can understand everything that's going on. If you don't tell somebody everything that's going on and you expect them to kind of understand what's going on, then you got to let that person know each and everything that's happened. If you have to spoon feed them, you got to do that. You know, you got to do that. I do it on the job every day. You know, if I go to a job and they give me a helper who's never worked with me before, don't know this dude or this girl from a can of paint, you know, so we gotta work together. We're on a job now. Our hourly wage is counting right now, so we just can't stand there and look each other in the face like, now what? You know what I'm saying? We gotta work it out. We have to understand how we're gonna work together, how we're gonna be able to assemble this assembly that now we are in charge of, you know. So of course, you know what I'm saying? If I got a helper with me, you know, who don't understand my work ethics, I don't understand their work ethics. Well, now the both of us have to come to a compromise to where we can specifically know how to work well with each other, you know. And before that day is over with, you and that individual, or let's say me and that helper, we didn't already develop a system that's gonna work good for us for the entire job. So even if they split us up in different scenarios, even if they split us up, we can always be able to come back to each other and say, you know what? Hey, you know how we get down? So when we're paired up again, we already know the work ethics that both of us attain. I know his or hers, and they know mine, you know, and it's all about being specific. When I call numbers out, when I call measurements out, this is going to show you how serious specifics is. When I call a measurement out, okay, I could be 20 feet in the air. My cut man could be way on the ground. I have to specifically let them know exactly what I want, and it has to be to the number. That person can't see nothing of what I'm looking at, and I'm 20 feet in the air. That person can't see anything. So their eyes is actually right here. It's mine. I have to look at what they can't see from the bottom. And I got to pull measurements, and I have to make sure that it's dead right, because the numbers that I call him, I have to relate them same numbers from where I'm at all the way down to the bottom. And that person gonna cut the numbers that I give him. Now, if it's anything that's wrong, this is how you check it. I'm gonna call some numbers. I might write my numbers down. I'm gonna relay them numbers down to my cut man at the bottom, you know? And he's gonna write them numbers down, okay? So now, hey, what's up, everybody?